Oh, good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am out here in the mighty Bruce this morning. I thought I'd get up nice and early. There's a couple of hours this morning where, you know, the winds are going to be sort of light northwest, northwest, and it blows up at about, I don't know, a couple of hours, 7 or 8, 9 o'clock, something like that. You can feel the breeze now. But I'm just sitting in Swansea Channel, just waiting for this a little bit more light up there through the channel, because I've got a bunch of samaki gear here, big deep dives and things like that. And my plan is to go drag some divers around the back of Moon Island for a couple of hours. And you know, there's been a lot of bonito around, a fair few kings as well. So my target species this morning is kingfish, but we'll see how we go. Also, the swell's quite small, it's about a metre, 1.1, 1.2 as well. And if that plan fails just outside the head here, I'm going to come back in here, see if I can get some live squid, and then we'll go live bait under Swansea Bridge for the morning. And I guess, yeah, that's my plan. So I'm on the boat by myself this morning, so safety first. Got the life jacket, got the EPIRBs ready, the GME EPIRB, and the PLB as well, so they're floating around. Yeah, I got some ice, you know, in the cooler, just in case I do catch a decent sized kingy. I might keep one, but fingers crossed, we'll see how we go. But stay tuned, could be pretty wild. You never know what to expect. You know, the mighty Bruce isn't an offshore boat by any means of the stretch, but it does all right outside in that little swell, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, I think there's, you know, no time like the present to rip in. Wish me luck. Tell you what, it's actually not that bad out here. If there was no wind this morning, it would almost be a full blast out. That's how nice it is. So I'm not going to waste any time. Oh man, I think I missed all that. I got fully tangled up in all myself. Nothing yet. Still early days. I'm sticking it out for now. Well, caught nothing out there. By the looks of it, I don't think anybody else is catching anything either. I'm mixing it up. I've come back into Swansea Channel here. Just anchored up with the Minn Kota at the moment, but just throwing a few squid jigs on to this rod, the light rod. I'll see if we can drift through over these little weed beds. and maybe get some squid. And by the looks of it, there might be 1 or 2 boats down at the bridge, but my eyes aren't that great and I can't see too well at this distance. But we'll go for a drift through here for half an hour or so, and yeah, see what happens. Stay tuned, come along with me. It's been one of those days, one of those mornings, you know. If the wind outside, boy, if there was no wind, man, it'd be a cracker of a morning. It would have been a full class out. There's hardly any swell, about mid-tide at the moment. But yeah, that's fishing, especially around Newcastle. Like, Newcastle's actually pretty hard to fish around, especially in a little tinny like this. You can't go too far offshore, but it is what it is. Let's yeah, have a drift through here and see if we can get some squid. Get me net handy, you know, just in case. Well, back at home now after an epic fail of a fishing session, but that's all good. It's all part of it. That happens. Yeah, so I was talking to Tony from GME. He was fishing down at Terrigal this morning and said there was about 12 dudes on the ledge fishing off the rocks, and no one was catching anything. He hooked up to 1 bonnie, but that was about it really. So turns out, which I didn't even notice, there was a massive full moon last night, and so that's probably got a lot to do with it as well. But it has been tough fishing around here lately, which is all good. But I'm home now. The boat's all washed and put away. Rods are back up in the rack. But as you can see, I did say that I've got the patrol grill off, and I've went and bought some paint. So this is some just I don't know, is this even satin? Chick at Bunnings said it was satin. Oh yeah, satin black paint for the grill, so I don't like that grey colour. And I've got some Scotch Brights, rough it up a bit, and some plastic primer, and some ethyl alcohol to clean the plastic. So that's my little afternoon job for today. So yeah, let's prep this sucker, get it painted because it's hot as, so it's not going to take long to dry, and let's get it back on the patrol. finally getting somewhere, making some progress. That's the plastic primer done. So next up, we get into a couple of coats of satin black, bit of Rust-Oleum. Tell you what, like, I am dripping with sweat. It's about 48 degrees in this shed, which is all good. It does help the paint dry nice and easily, so I guess that's a bonus. So I reckon, yeah, 2 or 3 coats of this stuff, and we should be done this Arvo. This thing's coming up mint. Pretty happy with that. I just had to whip up to Bunnings and grab another can of paint because I've just gone through 1.5 cans just to get a nice coat on it. But yeah, just rip in and get another coat done. Then get it, yeah, I'll probably let it dry overnight just because it's so hot. Let it cure a bit more, and so it's a bit harder. But after doing this, I think I'm going to end up doing all the other sort of black trims or chrome and silver trims that I've got on the GQ. I really think it's going to make everything pop if it's all those trims are satin black to match the sliders and the rear bar. And I just don't like chrome or silver, ugly colours as far as I'm concerned. I had a Harley once and I stripped all the chrome off it, even changed out all the bolts and everything, so I had black bolts. But pretty happy with how it's turning out. I did hit up our spray painter that we use for work, and he gave me a pretty good price, but I've spent less than 1/3 of what he was going to charge me. So work that out. So I think I've done it pretty well. And I enjoy doing little bits and pieces like this. I've really got no idea what I'm doing. I watched a couple of YouTube videos on how to prep and, you know, paint plastic stuff, so it's all good. But yeah, that's I reckon that's just about ready to put another thick ass coat on. So let's get it done. It's like 42 degrees today. I was just driving to Bunnings and hit 42 on the drive back here. It's out of control. So yeah, pretty keen just to chill out for a bit. So let's get another coat on this and go sit in the AC, let that cure overnight, and then we'll put it all back together tomorrow. So we're back in the shed today after letting the grill dry overnight. Tell you what, it's actually come up really nice, pretty smooth. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. Nice satin black colour. Looks like it's just been powder coated to match the sliders on the GQ. So yeah, let it dry overnight because it was like 40 degrees yesterday. So it's dried up pretty well. But yeah, time to unwrap the GQ and we'll get the grill onto it, see how it looks. I think it's going to look pretty good. And then it should tie in nicely once I put a bar on the front as well. So stay tuned for that when it shows up. Almost didn't start. I haven't driven it for about 2 weeks, maybe more, 3 weeks. It's just been sitting in the driveway, so maybe I might keep it on sugar charge. But I got there in the end. Might let it run for a bit. But let's get this thing out and slap it back on, see how it looks. grill is back on. It's actually hard to get used to because it's so dark compared to the old terrible grey that was there, but it's exactly how I thought it would look, which is good. But yeah, once that bar goes on, it'll tie it all in together, I think. What do you guys reckon? Yes or no on the grill? It's hard to say, but yeah, I do like it. And like I said, I'm not a fan of silver or chrome or anything like that, so I'll actually do all the chrome bits like the handles and even the back little trims there. Maybe even repaint the mirrors as well. But yeah, all in due time. It's just about chipping away at this little project here and there. So that's why I got it, just to have some fun with. And yeah, making my own. I guess that's what, you know, buying a car and building it up is all about. Just having fun. Doesn't matter what everyone else thinks, it's just about what you think. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So whether you guys like it or hate it, it's how it's gonna be. But anyway, it's a bit of fun. Yeah, so I guess this is the end of this little vlog. I don't know, do you want to see some more like day in the life of vlogs? Because I'm usually getting up to some random stuff, you know. It's not always that I'm forward driving or fishing or going away camping, because I do a lot of that, you know, going away and forward driving with work as well. But I'm really starting to love these builds and just what I get up to in general. So yeah, anyway, that's it for now. Let me know in the comments, what do you reckon? More of these vlogs? I don't know. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, see you on the next one. Cheers.